What's up, Salt Strong Nation? Joe Simons, like diamonds, Captain Mark Holly.
Woo!
Woo!
Out here in
Johnson.
no man's land, trying to catch a couple red snappers. And since we had what we believe to be a large toothy critter, may or may not have poached one of our snappers, we took the FNG and a little piece of number 6 wire, and we're putting them to the test.
We got our Wyatt. If you're listening, we got Wyatt here putting in the work.
Yeah.
We've already lost a couple nice snapper, brought a couple snapper in, caught some red grouper. I got a cobia.
Oh, and your the deep water flounder.
Deep water flounder,
Yes.
all on the power prawn. So guys, if you don't have a power prawn yet, that is our exclusive shrimp that we got from Brazil. That thing is unstoppable. And guess what we put on it? What did we put on it, Mark?
Yeah, I know, I have to admit it. They put on the Dr. Juice.
The juice is loose.
I'm not a scent guy, but they're working hard on showing me it works.
We got Luke in the back. Luke, what do you got?
Power prawn.
Luke's on the power prawn.
So meanwhile,
it's been about half and half in terms of half the fish caught on power prawn, half caught on cut bait. Ooh, I see the...
here
I
it
see the shark.
comes. Here it comes. So we wanted to see, we have a 50-50 bet if it's a bull shark or a reef
Kind of
shark.
reef shark.
And Wyatt's done an amazing job putting
Nice
the
size
heat on
shark.
him.
A nice size shark.
It is. You know, he's on 30-pound gear here. So we're going to see exactly what kind of species it is.
So guys, this is one of our live podcasts. We're going uncut. We're off of Carrabelle. And really this whole podcast is about going offshore. Whoa, Wyatt.
Up around the trolling motor. Dancing.
Woo-hoo, baby. That's how you do it. Fast acting to knacking. Those are fast feet.
Woo.
So anyhow, we're in Carrabelle. And we're
All
just,
right, right
Mark
behind
doesn't
you
live
here.
here. Mark obviously lives in Islamorada. And he wanted to come up here as well. New spot, new area. Just find a new structure here. How are you finding these spots? Just going around just with a Bud Light in your hand? And
Yeah, this is pretty much that's the secret weapon is a Bud Light and a big Simrad screen, and just putting my time in driving around and looking at bottom and using the trolling motor as the anchor, which has been amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of dropping 200 feet anchor rope every spot,
I couldn't
and
imagine.
just putting the time in and learning new bottom and bottom fishing, and it's been a pretty exciting 4 weeks.
By the way, you haven't seen Peter Deek's underwater anchor course yet, have you?
I have not. Peter and I, we got to get together here one of these days.
Wyatt's knocking stuff off the boat.
I know he's breaking
Oh, boy.
stuff. He's on his knees already.
So Deeks took basically the top 7 most popular anchors with a camera guy underwater and filmed. And guess what anchor was best overall for a bay boat?
I can't imagine. The claw. The plow.
The Bruce, which is like, it looks like
The one that's in the front of my hat.
very similar.
Yeah.
Yep. But there's a plow anchor,
Stay
then
parallel
there's
for me,
the,
whatever you do here, okay? That's most important.
then there's
All
the
right.
Bruce. It's very similar to yours.
Nice.
And
Get 2 turns down,
the plow was number 2. So
and then ease up to parallel, and then just 1 or 2 turns down.
this is probably the
Yeah.
best lesson here on bringing in big fish. So many people want to high stick it. What is it, Mark? Basically not past your belly button is what
Yeah,
how
so
I
here,
call
the
it?
quick rule of thumb is when you got a big fish, straight up and down. Like Joe just said, people like to high stick a rod and they break. Okay, you also, people think that you have a lot more lifting power with the rod tip versus the rod butt, and that's incorrect. The strongest part of this rod, minus the young guy with the big guns, is from this guide right here to the rod butt. So when you're straight up and down on a fish, you never want to break parallel to the water with this piece right here. If you can lift higher than parallel, you need to make a turn and go down. And you'll see the rod bends naturally, and the chances of breaking this graphite rod are much, much less. And the lifting power is unparalleled when you keep it parallel down.
That thing is
What are you doing here, Tony Jr.? This is like having Tony on the boat.
Tony would have had this fish
Tony
already.
would have caught him with just one hand.
Yep.
Come on. So you see, watch him lift. And with these big Daiwas, you realize that with one turn of the crank, you get 36, 38 inches of line. That's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't need to lift this rod up high. Technique does the job. And keeping this at parallel keeps my 20-year-old Biscayne rods from breaking, because these rods have caught them over the years and they are awesome. But the lifting power comes from being parallel.
We're in 70 feet of water right now, and this shark came up, saw us.
Yeah, you can see the color here. He's probably 30 feet down. He's
Yep.
going to be 6 feet long. We're just trying to figure out what kind of shark it is. So
it has
little
been-
at a time, easy lift.
So talk about what we did. We got sharked a few times, meaning we had snappers on, shark nails it, and it breaks us off. So you put some wire?
Yeah, so what we've learned up here in this part of the world is very sharky, like being in the Keys on the reef. And as this water's warming up, we find that we get into a snapper bite and all of a sudden you get poached and a shark eats your snapper. So the last couple of days it's happened a lot and I got tired of it. So today with the young guy with the big guns, we strung up a piece of number 6 wire on the same rod and put a bait out, and it didn't take but 5 seconds and we're hooked up tight.
All right, so you got your custom Biscayne rod.
Yep.
You've got the Daiwa
8000 MQ.
Yeah, the new BG-MQ. Those things are beast, by the way. 30-pound.
30-pound Daiwa braid, J-braid.
Ooh,
And 24, I got 24-year-old youngster on the boat. Look at him. Come on, cardio. Nothing to it.
Woo.
You guys ever want to get a workout, I know how to do it.
Yeah, if you guys watch the Tarpon podcast where yours truly, Joe Simons Like Diamonds, fought a tarpon, about 150-pounder for
keep that line,
30
keep
minutes.
the line off the gunnel.
And I felt like I was dying.
Yeah, you can see him. He's right here close. It's just a lifting game.
It's a little bit.
So if you can dial in on the rod, you'll see that sometimes the fish goes under the boat a little, and it really puts the bad angle on the tip. And I can't stress it enough that if you overlift, you will shatter your graphite rod. Graphite's brittle, it will break. So you have to be very conscious of staying parallel with the bottom half of that rod, and that's so important out here. You know, when we catch the big sharks in shallow water, the shark runs away. And when he runs far away on the scope, it's 4 feet deep is one thing. But out here in 70 feet of water, being straight up and down, it's an entirely different fighting technique to catch this fish.
Yep. Wyatt's
on his knees,
Wyatt's doing a great job. All right, so talk about the bait, the hook.
Yeah,
leader.
so 8/0 circle hook from Owner. Captain Mark's a famous Owner guy. Love the Owner hooks. Here we come. We got color right here. That's exactly what this is.
Oh yeah.
Can you see that with the?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
that's a big shark,
number 6 wire. We're using pogey for bait. The same stuff. Look at the size of those pec fins. I wonder what this might be. The big reef shark.
Beautiful.
So we've been using pogey for snapper and grouper bait. They also call it a LY.
Oh, so close.
Yep.
So close.
That's exactly. Yep. Just watch that motor, that prop. You got to go up and over. You go up and over. There you go.
Good job, Wyatt. Moving all over the boat, trying to stay out
so
of his
that's
way.
one thing when you're playing merry-go-round the boat. You got to make sure that you avoid all the metal sharp things like power poles and props, trim tabs, swim ladders, trolling motor props. Because that line is so tight, he is putting beyond maximum pressure on it. That line touches anything sharp, it'll pop. We got good color on this fish here again. If you can see him down sun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a big shark.
Yes, sir.
Woo, Wyatt. Oh, where are you out?
Yes, sir. It's awesome, dude. It's fantastic.
You're just lucky you're not mic'd up.
Yeah. You wouldn't even be able to hear it.
Yeah, I lived through that. It's not fun. Not fun at all. So
Up
the
and
goal
over
out
again.
here, it seems to be, and for you Carrabellians, tell me if I'm wrong, but out here, this is just a prime time area to come out and catch a ton of red snapper, grouper.
Yes, so
Man, what a neat
we've
area.
caught more groupers, me personally, with my guys in the last 4 weeks than I've probably caught in 10 years in the Keys. Now, granted, I don't fish for groupers in the Keys a lot, but out here, the gag grouper is a very popular and abundant fish, and they are fun to catch and great to eat, as well as the American red snapper. We've also caught some big mangroves. We've caught a cobia. We've caught black sea bass. That's something new for me. That's not a fish we have down south.
Delicious too, by the way. If
Yeah,
you guys
we made
catch.
ceviche with that. One of Captain Mark's favorites. Look at the color on that guy. That's just that aqua green.
Yep.
So it shouldn't be more than about an hour or two with Wyatt here and see if we get him up here. But it's a really neat fishery. It's a real nice place. It's very laid back. They call it the Forgotten Coast, and it's obvious. We're out here and we don't see another boat, and that's refreshing coming from the 305.
What did the sign say when you enter Carrabelle? That welcome sign? Something about
Get hooked up.
Get hooked up.
Here we are.
That's literally their the welcome when you pass the official Carrabelle. Whoa, man, that's so cool. Hope you guys can see this.
I
in the
know,
water.
it's that color. We just
Look
gonna
at Wyatt just getting owned.
What are you doing? Sitting down on the job?
Oh man, unbelievable.
I don't know that Tony would sit down.
No, Tony wouldn't.
Tony wouldn't.
Tony
sit
be
down.
on one leg.
Doing push-up with the other hand.
Probably pull-ups on the.
There you go, nice and
On the
easy. There
tower.
you go. Just stay on technique.
Tony be reeling in with his feet.
So Carrabelle is located about 20 minutes below Apalachicola. We've had the pleasure of eating some amazing oysters and some peel and eat shrimps, and enjoying the fishery, learning something new. I've never fished up here before, and really enjoying it inshore and offshore.
Yep.
On the Murata 24, on the nice days, I mean, we're 20 miles off the beach. We're in 72 feet of water, and the bay boat's getting it done and fishing inshore with some trouts, redfish, sharks, and different things on the inside when it's too rough to come out here. And right now, watching the young kid get his butt kicked is amazing.
This is great.
You know, the rest of us want to fish too, so if you would hurry this up a little bit.
I like that that pink rod holder there too, Wyatt. You guys missed earlier, if you want on Instagram, we had a little issue when we got on the boat. As we were looking through the cooler, Wyatt tried to basically sneak on illegally a White Claw.
Yeah.
A White Claw, and it was one of the, I don't even remember, it was black bear. What flavor was it, Wyatt?
I want to say it was raspberry.
Oh yeah, one of your favorites. That would make sense. So Wyatt sneaks on a raspberry. Mark has a very firm no White Claw rule. What's the other one? Trestles or whatever they're called. Tweenies.
Trulies. Trulies.
You just can't bring it on the boat.
Yeah, that's right there in the banana category.
8 a.m. and Mark said either you're trashing it or you're drinking it. And Wyatt manned up.
He manned up.
And he pounded it.
If that goes in the same sentence, man and White Claw, I don't know, but he manned up.
Yeah.
He had the White Claw.
Yeah.
And we got that out of our system.
Coffee for the morning. And here he is now earning his stripes. Another shark?
Yeah, I saw another bit of color.
Ooh, maybe a bigger shark.
I hope not.
Eat that one.
God, we're
great
so
news.
close. We just want to get him up here and get a good idea on him.
Very much reminds me of the tarpon fight. It just wouldn't end. And now it's so just
right, and you were only
joyful.
in 10 feet of water.
It's joyful to see someone else have to do this, especially Wyatt. Really well deserved. Oh, look at that color.
Oh, here
in there.
we go.
I think you guys
Come on,
can see
shark.
this. Yeah, so we'll show we'll show the Simrad in just a little bit and kind of show people what to look for. Man, that is a big shark
with a big pec fin. So we're curious to see if it's the bull or the reef. Keep going, wind down right to that head there. He's giving it to you. He's giving it to you. Give me a little lift. 2 turns down. Hold that right there. Let's see if he comes back around.
So close.
Come on, just spin around, spin
so
around.
Close.
Spin around. Here it is.
There it is.
Look at this thing.
Yeah, that is a big shark.
Okay, so just keep doing your thing. We're going to try to get that head up and get a little bit of hand on the leader.
Man, no wonder I got almost spooled.
Yeah, keep going, keep going. Big lift for me, big lift. That's a bull shark. That's a bull shark all day, gang. That is a big one, too. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good.
This is why it's so important. Why did a great job is holding on to the rod.
Yes.
Don't think just because strong Captain Hollywood is holding on to the leader that it's good. Oh, almost lost it. Oh, that was.
Not today.
That was inches from hitting.
That's a big proper bull shark right there, fans.
Yeah. Yes, if you're listening and not watching, Wyatt is on. What do you think? 7, 8 foot? It's a big. It's a thick.
Yeah, big, thick bull shark.
Big bull shark.
And he's putting it on it.
Those things are.
And Wyatt's been doing an amazing job. And we got him up here again, so we get a good picture of him here. Get a good look at him again.
Oh.
Biggest fish of all, probably.
Yeah, it's a big.
Keep going. You got that head back up. He got that head.
Try not to ice too hard.
That's right.
That's right. Good job, Wyatt. All the powers right there.
That's exactly right.
So easy for us to say it when we're not fighting the fish, though.
I can just feel it. You know, if you go too high, I could feel.
This
thing could ease. You saw how quickly it shot off.
Oh yeah.
That thing does that when I got that rod up high.
Yep.
That Mark
Just remember
me out here breaking one of his Biscayne Bay rods.
That's right.
Always hold on to the rod, even when it seems like Mark has everything under control, because rarely does he.
I'm stressed at the moment. You can tell. Sitting here, looking at this big creature.
So what are you going to use? Let's talk about the release if we make it that far.
Well, it depends on what he gives me. I got the AFCO gloves on. We're going to take a leader wrap. And if he gives me a chance to cut him loose, I'm gonna cut him loose. If he just breaks me off, then we break him off. But I'm gonna try to cut him loose as always. There's only a short piece of wire here, so if I ended up breaking him off, he's not dragging much hardware with him by any means. But sometimes you just can't hang on to that 6-7 foot shark.
Yeah.
Like we like to. But that's definitely a big proper bull shark.
No doubt. Heck of a shark.
God, he's
So
just
I'm still interested in what these reef sharks out here look like. Got some storms brewing out in the...
Like having
There.
to sit back into this.
all right. Just,
It just wants to go straight down right now.
and he's not far. You can still see him, but he's just got some mass, and he's got the big pec fins, and he is just
Those things are so
not
strong.
wanting to be up here.
So strong. Luke, any strikes back there?
About a couple of, so nothing big.
Amazing how well these power prawns. So what we've done, if you guys are wondering, how are they getting power prawns down 70 feet effectively? Ice Strike actually makes the big striper jig heads that go all the way up to 1 ounce. So I think, Luke, do you have a half ounce?
I have a half ounce on.
So Luke's had luck on the half. I've had luck on the full 1 ouncers. And once again, those, they look just like the Z-Man. What are they called?
Jig heads.
The Z-Man jig heads?
Yeah, it's like the trout eye.
Yeah, the trout eyes, but it's like the striper eyes. But Ice Strike, because I don't think Z-Man goes up that big, but Ice Strike has them. And you got to bend down the little...
So I've been up here 4 weeks, and
worm
we've only
keepers.
been bait fishing out here on the Gulf. And
Yeah.
today's the first day of using the plastics, and it's been impressive that the prawn has got some bites and caught some fish.
Ooh, yeah, keep it off the boat.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
All right, let's look at the old Simrad. Do we still have a fish show?
Yeah, come get a
Are
peek
we-
at it right now,
So you guys know what to look for here.
just to see some of the bottom coloration. Now, the boat's on the trolling motor anchor. It moves around a little bit, but you can see the hard baseline on the bottom, and then you can see the activity in the bub and some bait stuff moving around.
Looks good.
And throughout today, as we hit some different areas, we'll showcase that. But if you're gonna snapper and grouper fish, regardless of manufacturer, you need to have a really good screen, a good transducer, and it takes a little practice to learn how to read it, but that makes all the difference out here trying to catch fish.
And for most of these spots, you're just finding them on yourself?
Absolutely,
You
drive around, like you said, with an amazing Bud Light and just put the time in and look at bottom. And my particular setup, this boat can run on plane around 22, 3, 4 miles an hour and read the bottom nice so you can cover ground. And then if you find something interesting, you slow down, stop, spin around on it, and then put a little time drifting across the top, maybe idle across it a couple different directions because you can get a different look at what you see coming at it from the north or the south. And then if it looks good, trolling motor anchor down, mark your spot, drop some baits and see if you get bit.
Love it. So why 70? Or when do you start really looking at 50?
So for the 4 weeks I've been here, all the fishing I've done was between the 40 and the 50 foot mark.
Okay.
And then it seems as if the water's starting to warm up, the fish have been moving out deeper. And so now we're out here experimenting in 60, 70, 80 feet of water.
What have you
But,
found to be?
Right now, in this last week, we haven't caught anything less than 50 feet of water.
Okay.
And I haven't been anywhere deeper than 75, maybe 80. Just because the distance offshore,
Yep.
I like just to stay somewhat within inside 20 miles.
Even in your real tough Island Mirada 24.
Absolutely. Just a lot of thunderstorms out here, weather,
Yeah.
safety reasons.
Yeah, we saw a nice little water funnel.
Here we go, another chance on them
Oh
here.
yeah, look at that.
Oh,
that is so cool.
proper.
That is so cool.
All right,
Luke's on. Now Luke's on.
Oh man.
Doubling up. You got to be kidding me. Power
All
Prime
right.
strikes again.
Hey, one time here with the shark. We're close here, JoJo.
Oh, let me come over
On
here.
my right shoulder, quick. Big lift up, big lift up. Oh no. Turn back around, turn back around, turn back around,
he's-
shark. Lift up, big lift up.
Own that thing. Own
There
it.
he is,
Own
there
it.
he is. That's
That's
a
a
bull shark all day. Wrap on the leader here.
Big
Hooked in the
shark.
corner of the mouth. Look at that. That is the perfect hook job.
That is a
Wyatt,
big
that is,
shark.
woo, get in there.
Dang.
Look at that's man eater right there. Nice job, guys. That is a
Luke, what'd you
man
get?
eater.
Hey, look at Luke back here.
Hey, a red snapper on the
Oh,
prawn.
man. Oh, the shark's gonna go after it.
That's a snapper. Not you. Not today. You're not Mr.
Oh,
Shark.
man.
Look
Dude,
at that,
Wyatt,
boys.
well earned,
There we
dude.
go. Beautiful.
Snapped off there. Woo!
That's 250-pound shark all day.
Yeah, I felt every bit of it.
On a 20-pound rod on 30-pound gear, and you owned him, brother. Good work. That's
Man.
good stuff.
Yeah, that thing was so thick.
Now you know when you got the snapper on earlier and you got poached, now you know what did it.
Uh-huh.
All right, fish fans, we're gonna re-rig here quick and see if we can.
All right, let's talk about what we're actually using here now that we're. What are you cutting up? What's the,
okay, yeah. So
we
like
haven't
I
done all
said, in this part of the world, the pogie is a very popular bait. It's also known as LY. I know how to spell LY, but I have no idea what it stands for.
Is
okay?
it just L-Y?
As far as I know, LY.
Huh?
Okay, so if you look on my top of my Yeti cutting board here, regular pogie, we're fishing 2 pieces of cut bait. It's nothing fancy. You fish the head half, you fish the back half. And,
And you're cutting them by those size?
yeah, that way you get 2 baits out of every fish.
And what normal leader are you using?
So for the
you're not
snappers
doing-
out here, we're fishing a 40 or 50-pound Andy leader with a 5/0 circle hook, which is required by law. Okay, and then most days out here we don't have much current, so we've been able to hold the bottom with an ounce and a half. Yesterday we had a crazy amount of current out here, and we had to use a solid 2 ounces to hold bottom. But the fishing up here bait-wise is pretty simple. Again, this part of the world isn't all about lots of live bait and lots of bait and tackle shops. So you find that you don't have the infrastructure in place like we're used to maybe in the Keys or Miami, where you can buy bait everywhere. They sell live bait everywhere. Up here it's very different. But the LY, the pogie, is very popular.
All right,
In fact,
let's show the full rig here with weight up on top.
Yeah, you hang on. Let
Little
me have this end. All right. Those hands don't fumble, baby.
Oh, come on. Why
5/0
it's
circle
still
hook.
shaking?
Yeah.
Half the pogie, okay? And this bait's very soft, so it does come off with some nibbles. You only get 1 or 2 bites on the head half. You only get 1 bite on the back half. But basically, with the head half, you want to get in through the bottom. All right,
Here,
and you
let's
want to
get it
come
out in the
up
sun
through
real
the top.
quick, Mark. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So much better.
You want to come in from the bottom, and you want to come out the top and get that hook up through the bone of that head. That is really important. And the half that bait right there, grouper, snappers, everybody eats that.
Delightful.
Okay? And so also too, when you cut it in perfect half, these big pogies, you get 2 baits out of every fish, there's no waste. All right? So here is a piece of 40 Andy leader, which was the top half. We had a little piece of wire on the end, an ounce lead, and we're gonna put it right out here and see if we get bit
I
again.
can do it.
Fantastic.
Just
That's
hope
so awesome.
you don't get
that
sharked
shark.
again.
Oh, yeah.
Back
That
to
was
back.
big.
Tell you what, I might be handing the rod off Gaff Mark after that.
Nice
So-
job, boy. That's a big old fish.
You
That
guys
is
were
for
listening.
Sure.
Oh, Luke's on again.
Luke's on again on the prawn.
So Luke caught a nice snapper right when Wyatt was landing that monster. Oh, did you get sharked?
I think I might have.
So that's what you got to do though. Luke did the right thing. You got to get those things in
One
fast.
followed up the last one. That one game over.
Man.
Cut it right off.
Bummer.
All right. Well,
Yeah, this
do it again.
this area. Once they know you're on the fish, the shark starts showing up. Let's see if Wyatt can do it real quick.
Why is his hand shaking so much? You see that?
So yeah, we're basically just dropping it straight down. Same with the prawn, and the prawn doing a little bit
I
of,
was on. I was wondering why it took so long. I think I just got sharked.
really?
Yeah.
Man.
It didn't even hit the bottom.
Sharky area. Now we got birds showing up. Oh boy, it's on. All right, guys, and we'll wrap it up. What do you think, Mark? We might need to change spots if we're going to keep getting sharked all day.
Yeah, we're going to change spots, do a couple different techniques, but for sure, we're just going to finish up here and see if Wyatt gets another bite. Like right now, he's
Still
on.
on.
Oh,
Another
there
shark?
you go.
That's another shark.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Here, this toy's for you.
Find out here.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully not as big as the last one.
Let's see.
You want this?
Oh, you're gaining on them.
Oh, you might be something
this-
different.
Never-
Maybe you
never
might.
even touched the bottom.
This could be something else. Could be a snapper just hanging in the water column. Could be a cobia. Caught a cobia earlier. No, now
Oh,
it's
it just got heavy.
now it's owning you.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
now it knows it's hooked. Wyatt's learning. No shame in putting the pink butt grip. Oh, all right. Well, guys, we're not going to make you stay for an entire another 30 minutes of Wyatt getting owned.
Again.
Oh man.
So
That's
interesting
brutal.
enough, though, there's no wire on here. Okay.
Huh.
So he
See
ate
how long
that
that
piece.
lasts.
Yep. So we'll see how long this survives before he breaks off. So just keep a little weight on your back foot in case something breaks. All right. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to be doing this all day. We're going to be hitting a bunch of different spots, trying some different techniques, seeing what all we can capture on the power prawn, and see if we can really exhaust Wyatt today one way or the other.
Look at that. Listen to that. Sweet
Look at that drag, baby. That rod has been working hard.
Tell you what, that BG, that MQ, man.
Yeah. One more reason to be an insider. We got we have BGs in stock right now. 20% off everything in the stove. Come on, looky. Woo! All right, guys. Join us in the club if you haven't already. For you current insiders, we got some cool stuff coming your way from this trip. Stay tuned. We out. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Tell us what you think. Let us know what you think about Wyatt's choice of beer.
Hey, wait, do you even call it a beer?
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Seltzer.
It's hydrating. It's how I have it cramped up already.
Oh, really?
Refreshing beverage for those who need one, I guess.
All right, we out.
Hey, before we go, though, I just want to give a little shout out to Wyatt's sister. It was really nice of her to leave that in the cooler
Really
for Wyatt.
was,
That was
yeah.
really nice of his sister to do that for
This
him.
episode sponsored by White Claw. We're out. Peace.
We're out. Peace.